This Use a Plate is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is the 7 a.m. Barbados Today update, the May Day edition. Good morning, I'm Dawn Paris. Minister of Industry and Commerce Donville Innes is making a case for some government-owned commercial entities to be privatized. Though he stopped short of saying which state bodies should change hands, Innes made it clear that the state is too large and needs to shed some of the burden onto the private sector to generate some much-needed revenue for the country.
It is my considered opinion that the state's role is to provide the best enabling environment so that the private sector can thrive in an unfettered manner. Simply put, for example, both as a strategy to reduce the deficit as well as to make a paradigm shift towards a more economically viable society, it's my considered opinion that the state should divest of some of its assets and let the private sector own and manage several entities and functions that are now being controlled by the state.
On this May Day, an admission from Labour Minister Dr. Esther Bayo-Suku that this year's celebrations are tough in light of the difficult economic climate. But she's urging the country to take time out to reflect on the contribution of workers and the value of decent work, which she says are critical to sustainable development.
And I think when we continue to keep that view foremost, then it colors our perspective, how we look at our workers, how we look at our workplaces, and how we can address anything as they arise and perhaps even before they arise. And that is the undertaking that the Labour Department has given. I know the unions are on board with that, and the employers for the most part, but I would want everybody to recommit as we celebrate May Day, recommit to decent work and to the value that workers bring.
Meantime, the executive of the Congress of Trade Unions and Staff Associations of Barbados, CTUSAB, is heading into a closed-door retreat today. And one of the issues on the agenda is the handling of public sector layoffs. CTUSAB General Secretary Dennis De Pisa yesterday acknowledged that unions have made some mistakes, and he doesn't believe those have eroded strides made by the movement over the past decades.
You have to recognize that there will be some challenges that will appear in any instance. We recognize in this instance that things have not gone as they should have, but that does not mean that they cannot be corrected. We recognize where the shortcomings are. We need to sit down and have a very clear understanding of what should be done going forward so that we can avoid the mistakes that have been made now. The
retreat takes place from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. at the headquarters of the National Union of Public Workers. Well, for his part, General Secretary of the Barbados Workers Union, Sir Roy Trotman, says he'll be speaking to the future of labour management relations. He did not provide details, but urged workers to come out this May Day.
We will be having our May Day March. And on Thursday, we will have a platform that the Barbados Workers Union will be mounting, along with persons from the employers group who will be speaking particularly about manufacturing issues.
Because she deserves it. Make her Mother's Day. Send us a photo and a message telling the world why your mother is simply the best at love@barbadostoday.bb. Enter now for your chance to win lunch for two at the Crane Hotel and other prizes. The deadline is May 6th. Mom deserves it. All entries will be published. To our Caribbean neighbors now, the Jamaica government withdraws a controversial bank tax tax announced in this year's budget. The tax, which was to be levied on withdrawals from banks and financial institutions, including ATM transactions and money transfers, was strongly criticized by a wide cross-section of stakeholders. Yesterday, Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips announced the tax will be replaced with two measures. The government is now proposing a 15% withholding tax on insurance premiums paid to non-residents by Jamaican residents, as well as a hike in the general consumption tax on imported services. To international news now, the governor of Oklahoma has ordered an independent review of the state's execution protocols after a death row inmate took 40 minutes to die. Clayton Lockett's execution was stopped 20 minutes after witnesses saw him breathing heavily, clenching his teeth and straining to lift his head off a pillow. The ruptured vein was discovered and he died of a heart attack soon afterwards. Governor Mary Fallin says while she believes the death penalty is adequate for those who commit heinous crimes, the state must be certain of its procedures for executions and that they work. The review will be carried out by the Department of Public Safety. The incident had forced authorities to postpone the execution of another inmate until the review is completed. And that's where we end the 7 a.m. May Day update. Join us again at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Dawn Paris. Enjoy your May Day. Stay tuned. The Business Minute is up next.
The Business Minute is brought to you by Signia Financial Group.
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.
This is the Barbados Today Business Minute for Thursday, May 1st, 2014. I'm Vic Fernandes. Sponsors of the recently concluded Digicel Barbados Reggae Festival say they are satisfied with the growth of the event over the years and have pledged their continued support. The sponsors, as well as some business people, tell the Business Minute they are especially pleased the local economy was able to reap big dividends given the current economic downturn. Alex Tasker, Commercial Director, Digicel Barbados, the title sponsor, says he is particularly happy with bumper crowds from the region and further afield.
We also encourage the value that it brings to the economy. Over time, it has actually added a lot of foreign exchange coming in. So it generally is a very good part of what we can offer to the Barbados economy.
Meanwhile, manager at the Cave Shepherd Broad Street men's store, Evans Husbands, says the show was a tremendous boost for the business community. He says it was a chance to increase sales. Entrepreneur Shelley Williams says while she agrees the annual festival had tremendous spin-off benefits for the economy, she wants players in the tourism industry to do more to grow the festival.
I would say moving forward, I would want all our hotels to be on board with this. Our sponsorship, our local sponsorship, again, to endorse this product. It is important for us to endorse this product. This brings so much revenue and so much activity to Barbados at this time where things are dying off. I'm in the tourism industry. Things will be dying off at this time. And right now, because of this concert, you see a hype of activity and really Barbadians all coming together, Caribbean coming together, and international people coming together.
Minister of Industry and International Business Don Villinis is not convinced that private sector operators are exploiting current trade agreements. Addressing the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry's monthly luncheon yesterday, Innes urged private sector officials to deepen their relations with existing countries while seeking new ones in order to attract more foreign exchange investment into Barbados. Innes believes the local economy can benefit significantly if business owners take advantage of the trade agreements.
We sit and we complain about those who take advantage of agreements that we sign on to and either enter our market or put on taxes to prohibit some of our goods entering their market. But I just want to say to all entrepreneurs here gathered in this room, start looking around at what agreements Barbados have signed on to and take advantage of them. And my ministry and my officers certainly will provide you with all of the information and assistance you need to ensure that you are aware and to work with you to maneuver through the maze and ensure that you take advantage of it.
Now for today's financial tip. A pay raise does not always mean it is time to upgrade your lifestyle. Getting a pay increase should allow you to invest more and save a bit more for a rainy day. That's been the Barbados Today Business Minute. Join us again on Tuesday. Until then, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Vic Fernandes.
The Business Minute is brought to you by Signia Financial Group.
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.